The holidays are upon us, and it is time to celebrate. It's time to give thanks and hopefully give gifts that show the people around us that we appreciate them. So we decided to provide some holiday bonus content for you. Today, we hope you'll enjoy this look back on the topic of what it means to practice empathy. Hopefully this will get you thinking about the year ahead of you and how do you practice some organizational empathy. Welcome back to the Thermostat with Jason Barger. If you're currently on a commute, a walk, or just a micro break in your day, glad you're making time to step back, to think, and to reflect on the next steps on your journey. I've never been more convinced the best leaders and team cultures in the world are the ones that make time to step back, breathe in good oxygen, and calibrate their thermostat. I hope today's conversation leaves you feeling grounded and inspired. Now let's dive into today's topic to engage our minds and hearts in order to authentically lead and create compelling cultures wherever we are in the world. Hey everyone, it's Jason, and welcome back to the Thermostat Podcast, wherever you are, however you're coming to the podcast today. So glad you're here. If you're one of the original folks that have been with us from day one, so glad this continues to add value to your life and your work. If you're new to the podcast, so excited you're here. This continues to grow and spread, and I'm just excited. I hope this is a place that breathes a little oxygen into you as you think about that temperature that you want to set in your life and your work. We have well over 220 episodes now, so I hope that you will share this with, go back, check out old episodes, share with the people around you that the topic resonates with you. And before we dive into today, if you'll just take a quick moment and rate the podcast 5 stars, leave an authentic review on episodes that have really resonated with you in your own words. And then think about the people in your life and work that you could share it with. Hey, let's talk about this. Shoot it, spread it on social media, or a topic that you think your team ought to talk about in the next year. Hey, let's listen to this. Let's talk about it. Those are the ways in which these messages are amplified and spread into the world. So thanks for everybody that does that. The holidays are upon us, and it is time to celebrate. It's time to give thanks and hopefully give gifts that show the people around us that we appreciate them and reward them for, all the hard work. We know that many people will be taking some much deserved time off, but we also know that this is a time when many people are traveling and have more time to listen. So we decided to provide some holiday bonus content for you. Today, we hope you'll enjoy this look back on the topic of what it means to practice empathy and what it looks like in an organizational setting. That word empathy isn't always used in an organizational setting. So we wanted to share that, and hopefully this will get you thinking about the year ahead of you and how do you practice some organizational empathy. So I hope you enjoy this look back at the topic. Happy holidays, and I hope this message resonates with you. Cheers to this year, and I look forward to seeing you in the year to come. But before we dive into today's topic, let's pause for a quick break, and we'll be right back. Many teams and organizations right now are realizing that they need to do both. They need to engage the minds and hearts of their people in person, where everyone in the room can experience the energy of congregating together and find clarity for the road ahead. And they also need to continue to find ways to engage the minds and hearts of their people virtually, with those who are working remotely or at a distance. So, if you are in the process of planning your next team meeting, company all-hands event, conference, or culture summit, and are looking for support with a powerful keynote speech, facilitated team conversations that are the currency for change, or deeper development on leadership mindset and an intentional strategy for the culture you're trying to create, I hope you'll contact us at jasonvbarger.com, jasonvbarger.com. It is my privilege and our honor to partner with great people to provide support in these areas. We want to breathe oxygen into your leaders and throughout your organization so you can set the temperature you want for your culture. We look forward to connecting with you soon. I hope you'll contact us at jasonvbarger.com, jasonvbarger.com. It is my privilege and our honor to partner with great people to provide support in these areas. We want to breathe oxygen into your leaders and throughout your organization so you can set the temperature you want for your culture. We look forward to connecting with you soon. All right, welcome back. My friend and somebody that I've been lucky to cross paths with a couple of times, and fellow author and speaker John Acuff, talks about organizational empathy in a way that I think is unique. And so I've loved this language that he's brought to it. He talks about being organizational empathy being defined by, quote unquote, caring about what the people you care about care about. I love that. Caring about what the people you care about care about. I love that language. And there are many layers, of course, to that phrase, so that we're going to break down here quickly on this micropod. But a great way for us as leaders to think about on our own journey of, are we truly showing this kind of empathy to the people around us? And does our organization, does our team, does our collective group of humans, do we practice this kind of organizational empathy with the people around it? So let's peel back some of those layers of this language. And if organizational empathy is caring about what the people you care about, then we need to ask ourselves some questions. And some of the questions, at least that it makes me think about, is, who do we actually care about? If caring about what the people you care about is a definition of organizational empathy, then the first thing we have to think about is, who is it that we actually care about? Is it just your clients? Is it just yourself? Certainly in many business or organizational contexts, I think traditionally people have been out, and would say that, hey, I'm out to get mine. I'm out to be successful on my own terms, and hopefully I'm recognized to move my way up the quote unquote ladder. Is it so who do we actually care about? Is it your clients? Is it just yourself? Is it your own advancement? Is it your teammates? Is it your communities that you serve? Is it something else? Sometimes the first most important question we as leaders, or we as a team or as an entire organization can ask is, who are we actually and truly going to care about? Who is it that's going to be the target of who we're going to choose to care about, and not just talk about it, but who are we truly going to care about? Who are we going to actually care about? The next question is, what do they, whoever these people are that we're going to actually choose to care about, what do they care about? What do they care about? If we truly care, then we'll have to take the time to listen, to ask, to seek out what they actually care about. What's important to them? What do they want? What do they need? What lights them up? Certainly, I think about this in terms of just not only the teams and organizations that I serve, the clients and customers, what it is what do they care about? What's important to them? But I also think about this in my personal life, from my kids. What is it that they need at this age-appropriate developmental phase? What lights them up? What's important to them? To think about it for my wife, to think about it for my friends, to think about it for the people around me. What is it what's important to them? What is it that they want, which requires me to do a bit of listening, to ask questions, to seek out what truly they care about, what's important to them. We can't just care about what we think they should care about, but take the time to actually learn what they do actually care about. So once I know who we actually care about and can identify the targets of who is it that we're going to actually care about, and then be able to take the time and the process and be committed to finding out and seeking out what they actually care about, then the question becomes, will we and will I get in the business of truly caring about what the people we care about care about? So will I or will we get in the business of truly caring? Are we interested in a transactional relationship or a transformational relationship? Once we know who we're going to care about and listen, ask, seek what is truly important to them, that they care about, then we have to ask ourselves whether we are willing to get into the business of caring about those things. If our teammates care about personal development, are we going to dive into the business of helping them develop? If our customers care about an authentic and frictionless service experience, then are we going to be relentless about getting in the business of relating to them and removing obstacles for them? Even those who are different than us, that think about things differently, that have a different life experience than us, or on our teams that maybe aren't the easiest to always care for, are we going to get in the business of truly caring about what the people we care about care about? And so those questions throughout our organizations and throughout the teams and the business or the organization that you serve, those are important questions if we want to really consider and raise the bar on our own organizational empathy. Are we going to care about the people that we care about and find out what they care about and get in the business of caring about what they care about? That's a mouthful. That's a lot right there. But are we going to do that? And again, what it makes me think about for my own personal life, outside of the partnerships and the organizations that I'm lucky to partner with and serve in the leadership development and culture shaping and clarity of mission, vision, and values, obviously with those relationships, I have to then care about them. It's not just a job to me. It's not just a partnership or a paycheck. I truly want to care about them. And then I also want to find out and seek my best partnerships with teams and organizations and leadership teams is when I understand what it is that they truly care about and then can get in the business of caring about what they care about. And the same way is true. What it makes me think about is for my kids, what is it that they care about? And am I going to truly get in the business of caring about it? What does my wife truly care about? And am I going to get in the business of caring about that? My friends, my community, the people around me. What does it mean to care about what the people you care about care about? So as always, a few questions to ponder this week along your journey. Who do you and your teammates or organization truly care about? Who is it? If you had to think of who is it that you and your teammates or your organization truly care about? What do your people, the people that you are targeting or that you're trying to serve or that you do care about, what do your people actually care about? As you seek and you listen, what is it that they care about? And in what ways could you get into the business of caring about what they care about? I hope today's episode got you thinking in some new ways. If a deeper dive into any of these topics is interesting to you, of course, please reach out to us at info@jasonvbarger.com and let us know. We're going to continue to design content to help meet you where you are on your journey. Lastly, I hope you go back and listen to a number of these past episodes and share them, and I hope they add value and contribute to you along your path. Cheers to the path ahead of us in the year ahead, and remember that the future of leadership is you, is me, is us. We need to get clear on the temperature we hope to set, and then be courageous and committed to breathing oxygen into the mindsets and actions that will sustain our path forward. Step back. Remember, be a thermostat. Breathe good oxygen. Thank you for listening to today's podcast, and I hope the messages and questions stimulate positive change along your path. As always, if these messages resonate with you and add value to your life, I hope you'll help amplify them throughout the world. Please rate, comment, and share on whatever podcast or social media platform you're using, and share this podcast with the people in your life or work who should be part of these conversations. That way, this spirit does, in fact, spread. If these messages or developing leaders and culture would be helpful to you and your organization, please contact us at jasonvbarger.com, jasonvbarger.com. And remember, we are all ambassadors for the culture we want to create in our life and work. We have to own the vision we want to be a part of. The future of leadership is you, is me, is us. Be a thermostat.